Become very aware of the sacred in-breath and out-breath. There is a family of light assigned to each and every one in this divine collective, and they breathe with us. And with each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath, there is the remembering of the oneness of all things. There is the remembering that we breathe the breath of Brahma. There is the remembering of the divine unified field. There is the divine remembering of the myriad of worlds of which we are a part of. With each and every blessed in-breath and out-breath, there's the remembering of our soul family, of our ancestors, as the energies of light in the myriad expressions of the divine. We are all part of that. And a sacred and divine overlighting, a sacred emanation, presents itself as the family of light surrounds us. These radiant and magnificent beings bring forth their compassionate heart. Their love is boundless and endless. And they are truly our brothers and sisters who look upon us with such love and benevolence. And it is in the striving to walk the path of light that has brought them here. And they come with a great story. They come bringing forth the flame of memory to your cosmic origins, to your various groupings of expressions with loved ones, with partnerships, with divine and sacred unions, with divine collectives of purpose, mission, and service. And they are here to remind you that you are not alone, that this idea of separateness is the illusion, and that as you see beyond the illusion, as you move forward in that higher inspiration that pulls you, that speaks to you in the most intimate way, that it is that brings you to your higher octave of divine expansiveness, understanding, and wisdom. And so we take these moments here now simply to breathe, totally engaged and participating, no longer as unconscious beings, but fully conscious, fully aware, fully engaged in our roles, in the parts that we play, in the puzzle pieces that we hold, unique and sacred and precious to the divine plan. And so we become aware as this emanation that comes from the highest celestial realms of light, that presents itself as a mountain so pristine, so pure, so majestic. And as we look at this mountain, we know this is not any mountain of this world. For the emanation of light that it sends forth comes with strailing lights of every hue, of every color, known and unknown, bringing with it the higher codes, the higher thought forms, the higher memories, the higher knowledge, the higher wisdom. For those now who have the capacity to hold its loving light, and with that comes in the divine brotherhood and sisterhood here in this moment to assist in selfless service through the compassionate heart of unconditional love. Breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. Embrace this loving embrace, this nurturing, uplifting, caring embrace, coming from the highest realms of light. This emanation continues to enfold each and every one like a sacred webbing of white, pristine, illuminated light, cocooning us. And as our sentinels of light, our family of light, those who are here with us now, from a sacred brotherhood and sisterhood, from the highest celestial realms of light, have come to bring this grace, this empowerment and recognition of your higher participations, remnants you experience as dreams, insights, and higher thoughts. That you feel, sense, and know more deeply, more profoundly, those nudgings, the small voice, the subtle expressions, more profoundly, more directly, more specifically. And is this divine cocooning, this webbing of light embraces you, supports you, loves you, admires you, embraces you as you walk your path of light and service, moving through the dross of a physical, mental, and emotional world. As you beckon the higher call, the divine perspective, as you align more directly, more specifically, more intentionally to this higher light, to this higher guidance, to the higher vision. And in this divine webbing that continues to weave in and through and around, this loving support of our family of light, these divine beings of radiance from this highest celestial world, whose symbol is an emanating light from the apex of this mountain, a divine reflection of the higher worlds that seeks to anchor upon our own, to bring into the higher vibration, the higher upliftment, the higher purpose. And each and all, every experience, every challenge, everything upon this earth that you have endured and have kept your heart with love has created pathways and gateways to our world. And we say to you, thank you. And we are here, always here, through the light and heart of compassion. We are here. We are here. And we continue to breathe fully aware and conscious as these threads of light weave us into this celestial world and our relationship, partnership, and communion with these emissaries of light, each one assigned personally and collectively that we become acutely more aware that through the dross we are able to see through to the diamond light. And it is that which beckons us, calls us, that we embrace the higher thought forms of the original creation, of the eternal Father and eternal Mother, that once again the divine alignments, gateways, and portal to the higher realms open once again as the family of light upon this sacred earth. We remember their heritage. We remember as they swim through the cosmic memory, as their hearts open more to the gateway of unconditional love. And as the family of light gather and connect more profoundly, consistently, opening more this divine awareness, guidance, and wisdom. Coming from the foundation of your personal truth and path, following your inner truth and path. And it is in this inner truth and path that is supported, that is uplifted, that moves you in to the higher aspects of your expression, moving through the dross, your higher truth. You become stronger, wiser, ever holding the compassionate heart for yourselves and for others, embracing the magnitude of unconditional love. And it is in this frequency of light, as emanating from the apex of this world to the higher world, represented by this mountain of light, represented by the radiant beings of selfless service. And as you hold this sacred energy, and as this weaving of light continues to anchor more deeply, more radiantly, more illumined, until the divine portal of light opens before us. And as divine sentinels of light, we now hold the vision for our sacred planet, our sacred home upon the physical, mental, and emotional planes. We focus our intention and attention upon her. We focus on her kingdoms, on her elements, on her colors, and on her tones. We observe her grids and the crystalline expression of higher geometries of which she is a part. And through this divine weaving, we now, of selfless service, hold compassion and unconditional love for her. We feel the energy, sense it, and know it. In this eternal moment, we now serve as the beacons of light, as the radiant ones serve for us, and as the children of the earth, we hold this divine webbing of light into all parts of her expression. We are the weavers of light, and we weave into her elemental kingdoms. We weave into the David kingdoms. We weave into the mineral, plant, and animal kingdoms. And we weave into the human kingdom. And we pause here upon the human kingdom. For it is the human kingdom allotted to be the guardians of all other kingdoms, the guardians of the sacred earth, as the mantle had turned to the human kingdom. And we hold now the memory for the human kingdom, its higher purpose, vision, and service. And we too now stand as the sentinels of light, holding our space, holding our energies as the divine weavers of light upon this sacred earth and all of her life, as the radiant ones weave for us. We take these moments now simply to hold our positions as the radiant ones hold theirs, as the illumination of the higher mountain of the celestial realms of light hold this sacred space upon the earth.
And our last image, the sentinels of light, great weavers of light, is to look upon the earth, seeing this web of light surrounding all of her expressions. And we hold this lasting image in our spiritual eye as we look once again at the emanation of the sacred mountain, the apex from the higher celestial realms of light. Those radiant ones who have come forward in their loving, endless heart of compassion, that we too, as brothers and sisters of the light, serve unconditionally, ever expanding our hearts, allowing this connection to be anchored upon the earth. And that part of us knows that it is time for the return. And as the radiant ones begin to draw in their electromagnetic field, as they draw back into the radiant celestial realms of light, as this apex emanating mountain of white light of all colors begin to dissipate back to its source. We bring our intention and our attention into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. We intend to be back awake and alert on the count of 3. Intending that this connection between these radiant ones and ourselves continue to bond and anchor more deeply within our fields, ever knowing that we are not alone. On the count of 3, we will be back, awake, alert, and grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.
Okay.